Lui, c'est Justin Hurwitz. Et pour son pote Damien Chazelle, il a composé la musique pour Whiplash, First Man, Babylone, et surtout La La Land.
Damien Chazelle and I met when we were in college. When we were 18 years old, I was looking for musicians to start a band with, and I heard a tip that there was this incredible drummer, jazz drummer, in my class. And somebody gave me his phone number, so I just called him up cold. I don't know what would have happened if he hadn't answered, but he picked up his phone, and I just introduced myself. I said I wanted to start a band, and we and 3 other of our classmates started a band, and then we quit about the same time, about a year later, and started focusing on films. But for the first year that we knew each other, we were just playing in this band with our classmates. Well, because we have such a long history and such a long relationship, he shows me the script very early, so I can start thinking about music and start playing around with ideas way before the movie has ever shot, which is kind of unusual for a film composer. Usually the way it works is you don't get started until you watch the movie, until you can watch a cut of the movie, but by that point you only have sometimes a couple of months until the movie's absolutely finished. I don't hear anything in my head, unfortunately. I have to sit at the piano for hours and weeks and months sometimes before any ideas come. You can kind of hear a flavor maybe in your mind as you're reading a script. You get a sense of the moods, the darkness and the lightness and the happy and the sad, and just the very basic broad strokes of it. You can sort of feel it. I start just thinking about what we want it to feel like, what themes does the movie need? Like, does it need a love theme? Does it need a sad theme? Does it need a villain theme? Whatever, those basic building blocks are. And then I one at a time kind of find those melodies and start building it around that. I love coming here for concerts, and La La Land especially. There's such a French connection with this movie. Damien Chazelle is of course a French-American filmmaker. We were so inspired by French film and French art and French music. Michel Legrand was obviously a huge influence for me. Other great French new wave composers like Georges Delerue and Jean Constantin, who did the 400 Blows. So I was very inspired by the music. But even when I come with another movie, like I've been for Whiplash, and I'm coming back in January to do Whiplash concerts. Even that, there maybe isn't quite as literal a connection, but I just think like French people, they appreciate cinema, they appreciate filmmaking, they love Damien's work.